The word is John Cena has announced he's been diagnosed with skin cancer, you guys. Yeah. So 17-time world champion and WWE superstar John Cena is currently being the most hated person in the WWE while on his retirement tour. He's going to retire at the end of this year.
Why are people hating him?
He's a heel. So he's a bad guy.
Heel means bad.
Yes.
Bad guy.
Yeah, but real life, has interfered with all this, and he's announced that he's been diagnosed with skin cancer recently. So he talked about, this in an article, and he said his first skin spot was discovered on his chest in the area next to his pectoral muscle, so like his pec, during just a routine visit to a dermatologist, and then it was removed and sent for testing, and then a second spot was noticed a year later on his back in the area of his left upper trapezoid muscle, or trapezius muscle, sorry. And so he said that they both came back cancerous, and he's now.
Did you call it trapezoid?
I did say
Yeah,
trapezoid. It's trapezius. Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Okay, geometry.
My bad. It's a rhombus.
You're rhombus.
So he discovered that, and now he wants to make sure that people know, how important
to check up
for that to do checkups, and then also to wear sunscreen.
Of course.
He's saying like we should be wearing sunscreen like we brush our teeth.
Right. Mineral sunscreen if you can, because
mineral.
Yeah.
The
other it's just so unfortunate. A lot of stuff that we do to help ourselves can hurt ourselves in another thing. So I don't know. I'm like obsessed with this Yuka app, which kind of tells, and there's other apps too.
I love the Yuka app.
Yeah, but I guess the go-to that's the healthiest for you is the mineral sunscreen, because there's other sunscreens with additives and things that can affect you and your hormone imbalances, like all of that's crazy stuff. However, him saying he takes a routine checkup to a dermatologist, now I'm like, dang, I don't do that.
Me neither.
A lot of people don't
ever. Yeah, and I was just in the sun all day. I feel like my
think about it.
Hurt.
When you drive, your hand is in the sun because it's on the steering wheel. So your hand is always exposed to the sun.
Where I live, a lot of the ladies are like decked out, sunglasses, hats, masks, long sleeves, gloves. Bro, no, legit, just driving. And then I always feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong because they know.
And then their skin is beautiful.
Incredible skin.
Yeah.
Incredible skin.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I just have like one side that's like a tan and the other side's not. It's crazy.
Yeah, but the way he's talking about this, I'm sure he's good now, but he wanted it to be a learning experience for all people. But he said specifically men. He said we don't put this on. He's like a lot of women are more like
likely to
conscious of like taking care of their skin and stuff like that. And he's like, us as men, we don't really care about that. We'll just go outside and be like, we're tough.
I agree.
It's not manly. Yeah, it's not manly to have skin routine.
Who does that?
Who does?
Yeah,
but he's showing you what
a lot of our makeup routines and in like our moisturizers and stuff like that. Sometimes there is either a step where you add sunscreen, or sometimes your makeup comes with sunscreen. So like we got that at least for face vibes. Y'all just out here raw dogging the earth.
I know.
Yeah, what's up, son?
Well, I've had some like face moisturizer that has sunscreen in it. It's like a Neutrogena one, I think. But then the problem would be that it would get in my eye and it would burn.
And it burns.
Well, don't put it in your eye.
I put it in my eye.
You did. It doesn't get in your eye without you putting it.
When I sweat, I sweat a lot and it just gets in my eye and it feels like sunscreen in my eye.
Did your beard oil have a sunscreen in it or anything? No.
I have a really good one. I'm gonna show it to you that you guys should use.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yes, please.
No, we gotta check it out.
Even like I'll ask Codehead, please let me put it on your face. Like,
Whoa.
You don't need those details.
That is wild.
All right. Okay. Well, speaking of faces, Big Sean, Joey Badass, and Absol did a cipher and dissed each other to each other's faces.
To their face.
All right. So Red Bull did a freestyle cipher called Spiral and addressed some of the things that have been going on for the past few years, right? So Big Sean has obviously had some tension with TDE, namely Kendrick, of course, in the past.
Yeah.
They got past it and stuff like that. But Absol is obviously Kendrick's homie. So they had some, stuff that they could address. And Joey Badass, he seemingly dissed the entire West Coast earlier this year by saying too much West Coast D-licking.
Yeah.
Right? So it was interesting to see them all in one room together. So they went on for about 6 minutes rapping to each other, but I got the best 2 moments of each of their verses.
Okay, before you play them, I'm right there with you, bro. Because this past year, it's kind of like, did you guys see what the freestyle Joey Badass did, where he kind of came at the whole coast and people started responding to him. You know, clearly he was taking shots specifically, granted the West Coast, but when you're saying too much West Coast, you're because of what went on with Kendrick and TDE and all of that throughout this past year. Like we up right now, and so he was not having it. What borough is he from?
He is from Brooklyn.
He's over there in Brooklyn, all mad over there.
Yeah.
Dang, then the Dodgers win the World Series.
Yeah.
Right.
Beat the Yankees. I was just so mad over there.
We did.
So of course he's angry, and I think when it comes to this era of rappers, they were all homies. Like you think ASAP Rocky and ASAP Mob and TDE Pro Era was like a little brother almost.
They were,
But Joey Badass was in the scene. Everybody was homies, and so Absol seems to be caught up in his little homie wars, like man, Big Sean and Dot, and then this fool. So it's like the perfect moment to address everything.
Right, especially because like Absol, they were all connected, but Absol was connected to like Capital Steez, which was part of Pro Era, and it was one of Joey Badass's like really
Best
good friends. And him and Soul were connected with the style of rap they do, like the Third Eye kind of thing. So it was deep.
Hey, you guys have your backpacks.
Akashic Records.
You guys have your backpacks on right now, huh?
Yes, we do have our backpacks.
Have you really looked at the dollar bill?
Yes.
What is that eye on top of the pyramid mean?
You ever folded the dollar bill, the $20 bill into things and it looks like the towers?
You never did it, did you?
Wow,
No,
that's our era.
Come on,
It's a conspiracy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right.
And then Big Sean is just like, boy.
Well, no.
Boy.
Yeah, boy.
Because he is not the same style as Soul and...
He's not, but he came with the bars. You guys,
Same
listen
era.
to this. Listen.
A lot of y'all my seeds, I see Janae said I had you. A lot of y'all confused.
Woo! So Big Sean is saying these new guys are his kids and flexing his baby mama. And also that tattoos don't make you tough.
Hey. I'm a big Sean fan, all right, too. So.
I like this for Sean because the last moment we had with Sean, and granted, definitely encouraged the mental health stuff, was him getting out of like a mental health down slope.
Yep.
I don't know that it was received as well by the public. You know, his last offering to the world. So for him to be like, you know what, I'm gonna just rap, and this type of rap isn't for the hits. This type of rap is like, I need to show you my skill.
I still got bars in
And
me.
at the base of us as hip hop heads, that's what we like to see.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah,
all right,
I
what
mean,
you got to say? 2 plus 6. What did he say? The
He
2
said
cents
4
plus 4
2.
plus 2. I was like,
Yeah.
y'all do some math for you,
6
Sean.
cents.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
before Sean started doing like the big pop, like hit records, he was someone that was known for
That
bars.
Lemonade freestyle, dog.
Barred up.
Yeah.
He's barred up.
Exactly. All right, so now this is Sean referring to the East and West Coast beef. All right, listen to this.
B.I.G. minus the East and West beef. I'm the
So he was...
Talking to Absol.
Yeah, he's talking to Absol. Yeah, and okay, so this is Absol getting right to it, addressing Joey dissing TDE members. Listen to this.
Joey, you put me in a sticky predicament. I did. I had.
Big up Absol.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up Absol. Hey, and more than anything, shout out Red Bull, man. What you did with this, I cannot wait to see this. If this is a series where they put 3 rappers in there and have them, because sometimes there's freestyles and one goes and people react, but these seem to be
intertwined.
Yeah, they're back and forthing with each other.
Yeah.
Like a
It's
battle.
super tight.
It's like a battle, basically.
Kind of, but not really. Like they kind of passing the baton
It was
almost.
like
oddly.
it was like a responsive.
Yes.
So like
yes.
they would like, and it was the funny thing is that they knew what they were doing with putting these people in the same room because they knew that there was some type of tension, but it wasn't personal between them.
Right.
So
it still
it allowed them to do bars and allowed them to respond with each other. With also like on the hip hop level, the creativity was amazing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The end though, Joey still dissed.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. But let's get to Absol throwing a very stiff jab back at Big Sean for saying that his wifey liked his music. All right, listen to this.
It was healthy for the sport, sticking to the rules, keeping it competitive. Just be lucky that Soul ain't stepping in.
Jamaica. Janae out here.
Yeah.
Janae's one of us.
Yeah.
So you know, what I was thinking, like, low-key when Sean was going through his little with Dot, and like what that put Janae in the middle, because she came up with Kendrick
TDE.
and them. You know what I'm
From out
saying?
here,
She's from out here, and to be like, Sean, now you're putting me in the middle. Add her to the cipher.
I know.
Bruh,
She would've had some
let her
bars.
say something. That bar was tight.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got Joey saying that he's not taking back anything that he said. Listen to this.
And I ain't taking no words back. I'm with all that. This ain't got to turn to nothing.
Yeah. This guy.
I love that.
No, the end he does like a. Do you have that or?
Yeah. Well, he was
the Top Dog reference and puppies and all that.
Yeah. Well, he was basically dissing Daylight and Rayvon of TDE who came at him. So listen to this.
I ain't got to lose no sleep to break daylight. Shouldn't give you.
Yeah, because then Absol steps in. I told you stop.
I told you to stop.
I told you to leave that alone. And then Joey was like, "But they came at me." He's like, "Cause you said something first."
You said something first.
That's low-key tough.
It is. No, it's good. But that's a rapper's rapper. Joey
Yeah.
Badass has always gotten the respect for being like this type of rapper that we enjoy. And I know that New York is really proud of him because he has those things that are true to what we say are the roots of rap. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And so for him to be that way on this is super tight. I love it.
He did his thing.
I don't know if it was just me, but like, was he getting into the control cadence? Because it sounded like
he did mention control.
That's what I'm saying. But he trying to switch it up to get into that same cadence.
It wasn't the
control.
It was he went with the same cadence that Kendrick used in a BET cipher.
Okay.
Which took the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Like he went into that kind of rhyme scheme. And he was referring to that.
I would think it's more like of a one train Kendrick Lamar cadence. Yeah. Well, but he did. But okay, Kendrick is his dad. All right. Okay, Joey did gas it. I get it. Totally cool.
Shout out Daylight too.
Shout out all of them because let them get their lick back.
Oh yeah.
Because let Rayvon.
I want to hear Rayvon now.
I love Rayvon.
Yeah.
I love his character. I love his flow and all of that. He's gonna do great. And like I would just say that I didn't like how Joey Badass was like, y'all came at me, I gotta come at you, and he literally started it. And I hate that. Like, bro, just be like, all right, it's up. I put my line in I put my foot down. No, don't be like, well, you guys did it to me, so I gotta do it to you. No, you started it, bro.
And he also mentioned, well, y'all up now anyway.
Yeah, it was like, I had to.
We're losing the battle, so I just have to do something.
What battle? We weren't even against you.
I know. I went and scrolled a lot of the comments for this cipher, and a lot of people were like, Joey, please stop acting. Please keep rapping.
Yeah.
Like, because they love
He
this.
acts now.
Yeah.
He acts now. He does an incredible job there. Yeah. I'm wondering how much for a long time, that style of rap, it got put on the back burner. For sure. You know, maybe the festivals took it up or like real, like quote unquote hip hop heads took it up. It seems like we're yearning for that again.
Yes.
Because we got all the other stuff now, like in like the poppy hip hop records or like maybe the quote unquote easy bars.
Yeah.
That now there's a demand for this.
Even like it's just with the cushion orange juice too.
From Wiz.
And then this is like we're going back.
We're at Rock the Bells right now. We're at Rock the Bells right now. You
just
said it was tight, so shut up. You just said it was tight.
Yo, this is real hip
hop. Guess what, 28-year-old? You said it was tight too.
Walk down the street with my boombox playing this right here.
You know what? No, we'll play some Ab-Soul. I don't like this.
Sport, sticking to the roof, keeping it competitive. Just be lucky that Soul ain't stepping in.
Big up.
Him even saying Nene is hilarious.
Yeah, that's a nickname.
Low-key, that's when Drake was going, Kiki, do you love me? And then Kanye was like, that's their nickname. That's Kim Kardashian. Yeah. Shout out Nene. Shout out Big Sean. Shout out Ab-Soul. Shout out to Joey Badass. That was good. I love that.
That was awesome. All right, that was your word on Rosecrans.